I woke up with the idea today, as I usually do sometimes, dopamine detox. And mainly what I mean by that is not use my phone, no YouTube, no scrolling, specifically for me, no Pinterest, and no Facebook Marketplace. Last one might be a little controversial, no music. The reason why I have dopamine in parentheses is because I believe that I can get dopamine from things outside of my phone. But the things that I have on the itinerary, I don't plan on doing all of them, but there are some that I do want to do for sure. Meditate, which I'm probably going to do right now. I have a plant that I want to repot, that I've been meaning to repot for the past couple months. I can read. I don't know if I want to do that. I can go do tennis. I am working on my cert. I do plan on doing that. There's some chores that I have to catch up on, like laundry, decluttering my drawers and stuff. And then I can work on my project that I've been talking about. I call it project because clothing brand just sounds so overhyped, overused, and I don't know, makes me cringe just the tiniest bit. But I'm gonna vlog it today. I'm gonna vlog my boring, some may say peaceful life. And we're just gonna see where the day takes us. As soon as I close my eyes, it's a little bit more rowdy in the neighborhood. So I think we're gonna have to switch locations. It didn't take me too long to meditate. My main goal with meditating is just to create that distance from my mind. Because I know that what I want to do is become more observational and less immersed with my mind. The more immersed I am, the more I am on autopilot, the more I let my mind lead the way, the more I tend to fall into these dopamine driven habits, and I kind of lose control of my own life and just become a victim to whatever my body was trained to do, which is scroll and whatnot, or procrastinate, or whatever. And so now that I have more space to think and process or whatever, let's let's narrow down my long list of things that I wanted to do into, let's just narrow it down. So we got the meditating down. Next, I wanted to do chores because it's like the most boring one. And then if it's still like not as hot, like this is okay weather, it's kind of breezy, then I'll go to the tennis court. And then I'll work on my little brand idea. What I want the timeline to look like with like creating the website, what my products are going to look like, where I want to get samples for my products. I'm not even, it's a whole thing. Yeah, I'll give myself like an hour to just do whatever I need to do. And then repot my plant, my bonsai. Narrowing down my list from earlier makes me question why I even said my list earlier. Let's see what. Yeah, honestly, by chores I mean like putting laundry away and doing laundry. I know you do not want to watch me fold laundry, so I'm gonna skip ahead. Yay! Do have more that I have to wash, and I mean it doesn't look bad, but I need to put majority of that in here. So acting like this is my first time walking in. Probably like 70% of these clothes I do not touch. Is it worse or is it better? It's good enough for now. It is time for tennis. I'm a little too excited for this. Let's turn the AC on. Why is, let me just sit here. No music! No music! Alright. I'll meet you at the tennis court. Update on the whole dopamine detox thing. I guess one thing I do like about it is how peaceful my own energy is when I'm not thinking. I really get to enjoy the silence of just existing and not having to consume a bunch of content or have to think about digesting whatever external influence. I think my main goal out of this is, and I should have mentioned this before, but main goal would be get my time back, get my power back, and ideally reinforce this whole state of like relaxation into my daily life. So my tennis serve has been terrible from the start. And just recently when I went last is when I started getting some sort of form correct. And I think today we just need to focus on bending more and jumping more. I think that's what it is. Bending and jumping more is what I want to do. Okay. Nope. I guess I'm still sore from my last serving session, which was like 2 days ago. It's my arm. I'm kind of tired. I think I'm at the point where I'm trying to introduce too much new stuff to my body, and the recalibration is just a little rough. The trick that I've been missing this whole time, I have to toss it high and I have to jump. And the jump is kind of mandatory, and it's been working for me. Okay, don't make fun of me. I'm still a beginner. Like that. Lean forward. Into it. Into it. I feel like a professional. Alright, dudes. I will see you at home. It has been probably at least a year since I repotted a plant. I can't remember. So yeah, I took this cutting, or my friend gave it to me, my dear friend. She had just bought a house, and the previous owner had a lot of plants all around the exterior of the house. Nice. See that? Some nice fruitage. She offered me to take a cutting, and to my semi-surprise, it is still alive. Never grown a succulent in water before. And we're gonna place this in, and I got some rooting powder. Just sprinkling it on the roots. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, okay. And as much as I want to cut this back, I think I want to let it acclimate to the soil since it just came from the water. Guys, my Kindle's working. It didn't want to work the other day because I just bought this book and it just wasn't downloading it for some reason. But it's finally on. It's a book about ADHD. Not that I have it full on, but I definitely share some traits. But anyways, dopamine detox today. It's been good. It's been good. Main thing, my day feels more spacious. Like my brain feels more empty, which is good. It started hitting me in the shower just now. I was like, I can't go on my phone after this and lay in bed. What do you mean? But yeah, I'm committing to it. But anyways, I'm gonna read a little bit and possibly fall asleep. And then we only have one more thing on our list to do, which is amazing. And it's the most ambiguous thing. Took a nap, obviously. When I woke up, for some reason, I started this book, I don't know how long ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, 4-hour work week, because I was trying to find like a frame of reference for where to start with my whole, I guess you would call it a business idea. Like, I have like a rough layout, but I don't want to miss anything. I don't know. It's just the overthinking aspect of myself. So yeah, I opened the book and funny enough, I think I just turned to a random page and it was saying how like you should go a week without consuming content. You should go a whole week dopamine detoxing. And I was like, one, because it's like it's kind of like a coincidence, and two, it's like a whole week. Anyways, like so far, I'm kind of realizing how much time we get back, or time I've gotten back, because I feel like if I spent today without doing the whole no phone thing, my day would have been, it would have gone by a lot faster, and I probably wouldn't have done the things that I said I wanted to do. I'm assuming it's so scary to not use my phone because it's like a comfort thing. It's like a predictable, safe, effortless task that makes my brain feel good for the time being. And I guess my whole goal would just be to replace the habit of using my phone with being a human being and doing things like repotting my plants or going out to the tennis court or cooking or whatever. Yeah. But game plan for the rest of the video. One more thing on our list is to work on my brand. It's so weird. I don't even know. I'll find a proper way to word it, but I'm gonna cook and eat dinner first because it is starting to get a little late for the diet. And then yeah, I'm gonna commit 1 hour. I'm just gonna start a timer for 1 hour to work on whatever I need to work on. But yeah, I'm gonna skip over the dinner part because it's literally just, I'm gonna make rice, ground beef, and Brussels sprouts. I already have a document laid out of the ambiguous cloud that is sitting in my head. And I'm getting the sense that this is more of a figure it out as you go type of thing and not fully planned. But I am planning to the extent of structure. There's a few books that I want to read. There's one that I found at the store yesterday. I think I want to finish the 4 Hour Work Week first. There's this one part that I opened up to, and it was like a comfort challenge or something, and saying to get people's phone numbers. I was like, what? And he was just saying, like, go to the mall or somewhere and get as many phone numbers as you can, just so that you can get over the fear of asking and over the fear of rejection. And that kind of freaks me out. Even though I kind of already did something similar to that, I worked in insurance sales, and they had me going out to different businesses and humiliating myself, asking to talk to the business owner, right? Without any knowledge of what I was selling. They just wanted me to go talk to them. So I think I already experienced the feeling of pushing that comfort zone. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. That's what I think I'm going to do. Just lay out what I want the next 3 months to look like. The hour is complete. It was nice. I planned out the rest of the year and dwelled. I don't know what the word is. Dipped my toe into a little bit of next year. And yeah, now really what I have to do is just work on my first step and then go from there. Pretty simple process. Let me relocate so I can give you a conclusion of the day. All right, are we ready for the conclusion, my dudes? First thing I noticed from today is I was able to get a lot more done because I wasn't distracted. I was able to do the things that I said I wanted to do with more ease. Whereas before, I would do the things that I want to do, but with more resistance and more resentment, I guess you can call it. Like, I don't know, I wouldn't have reorganized my drawer if I was in a different mindset, if that makes sense. The next conclusion, it was a lot easier for me to focus and think. I had a lot, as I said earlier, it felt like I had a lot more space. Perceptually, that's not a word. Conceptually, I felt like I had just more buffer room to do stuff, to think. I felt less rushed today, and I don't know if it's because I didn't have any external commitments, but definitely I felt much more at ease, much more go with the flow, and I don't know, it just felt easy today. Felt like I had a lot of time. A lot of time. I said earlier, like I was in the shower thinking like, what do you mean I can't be on my phone after this? And I have just the rest of the day to do what? And I think the main thing, and I said this earlier, working where I work, just working in general, and having to push aside being able to relax. We don't really formulate a good idea of what that looks like exactly. And I think by habit, I associate laying in bed, scrolling on my phone, watching random YouTube videos, scrolling on Pinterest, Facebook Marketplace. I correlate that with relaxation, where it just becomes an addiction, where refreshing is like a new dopamine chase for my brain. It's like, what else is there to catch my eye or my attention? Thinking about it now, like, it's all kind of useless. It's all meaningless. It's all just so that my brain can feel satisfied. it's all my mind's needs, and it's not my body and my soul's desire to do whatever dopamine chase my mind thinks that relaxation looks like. And so I guess the main lesson from today is to reframe what relaxing looks like to me. Moving forward, am I going to continue to do this? It scares me to consider doing this for a whole week straight, cold turkey. It very much scares me. What I'm comfortable with is doing this once a week, or at least on my days off. What I think I should do is go forward through life with the intention of, I guess, limiting my dopamine chase addiction. So on days off, I'll give myself like an hour or two to just go at it. And other than that, the word that I'm looking for is just enjoyment of life. That's the main goal. How can I actually enjoy life and not chase whatever feeling or whatever chemical release my mind is chasing? Okay, thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm done talking.